Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a full face of drugstore makeup, starting with my morning skincare because I'm still in my jammies. I'm super excited for fall. I went camping this past weekend and that was like such a nice taste of fall. Everyone and their mom has raved about this Bubble Cosmic Silk Hydrating Milky Toner. I'm obsessed with this. I wouldn't say that it necessarily feels like a toner so much as it feels like an exact dupe for like the Road Milky like glaze situation. This is very like almost like a moisturizer, like a super thin moisturizer. I do have a Milky toner that I like to use right after I shower, and that one just feels different. But like you see how like this, it almost feels lotiony. The other one doesn't create nearly as much hydration as this. But I love this. This is such a good product. I can totally see why like look how glowy that left my skin. If you're in the market for some good drugstore skincare, please put this at the top of your list. It's so good. I think it's like $15-ish. And then while we let this soak into the skin, I'm also going to go in with the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm. This is my favorite one. It is like the shade Strawberry Shortcake. It is my favorite shade, and also I like the feeling of it on the lips. It's got like a rubber applicator, so super soft, very glowy. I use this sometimes before I go to bed. It's a great product. For primer today, I'm going to go in with the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer. This is similar to like the Milk Makeup Grippy Primer. It's just one of those grippy primers. I love a grippy primer. I think that they literally changed the makeup game. I think that they like just wear so nicely, like literally do allow like such good longevity. This one's good. I like the packaging of this one because it's very thin and small. I will say that if I have to pick one from the drugstore though, it would probably be the e.l.f. one. That one is hands down my favorite. The one thing about these grippy primers though is that you do want to make sure that they dry enough, and you don't want to have any, like right here I have a big wet patch right here. You don't want to have any of that before you go in with foundation. It will mess up your foundation, like let's be honest. It will cling to that spot. Also, if you don't have a fan for your makeup, totally recommend getting one. It speeds up the process in a lot of different ways. Today for foundation, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. I have mine in the shade 128. That's actually like, I love it because in a lot of their foundations, I'm the same shade. So they do keep like their shade names consistent. So if you like one foundation from them, you'll be able to like color match yourself with any new foundation they come out with because the color will be the same. And this is just like, it is a matte foundation, but it doesn't look like a matte foundation. It is like, I guess maybe too, they kind of like just reinvented the term like satin, but this is somehow a little bit more than just, oh, a satin foundation. Like it's really, really nice. This is probably my favorite foundation from the drugstore right now. If I had to like pick, Maybelline does complexion very, very, very well. The last thing I really want to say about this foundation is that it is very buildable, and I absolutely love that. This is the Maybelline Lifter Sticks. I am obsessed with these. They're so good. They're some of the best like cream product on the market for like foundation, contour, or whatever you want to use it for. Very, very good. And they just like blend out seamlessly. I like to apply it from the like stubby little nub thing onto a brush. Like I like to take from the stick directly. And I don't like to just put this on my face. I feel like it's easier to blend this way, and it just gives me a more diffused look. And also it's just like faster to blend as opposed to like swiping it on your face. I feel like sometimes you'll see people do that in like beauty videos, and like, yes, it looks cool and it looks aesthetic and whatever. This is the best way to do it. But yeah, these are really, really good. Pretty affordable too. And I've had this one for a while. I've been using it almost every day, because even when I don't do like a full face of makeup, I still will do like a little light bronze with this on my skin, and it has lasted me a really long time. So I feel like the product is just very good. I'm also going to take this, by the way, the brush I use for this is the e.l.f. Duo Complexion Brush. This is a dupe for the It Cosmetics like Duo brush, and it is such a good dupe. I have like 4 of these brushes. They are so good, and even though it's a really affordable brush, I don't really find that it like sheds a lot or anything like that. I did get a new blush from e.l.f. This is in the shade Suave Mauve. I think it's a perfect fall shade, almost like berry-esque. You can kind of see the color there before I fully blend it out. Same brush, but like different brush. This is the one that you can see it's pink already because this is the one I use for blush. I've been really, really into this like mauve-y blush for the fall, and it's buildable. You can see that I first applied a very little amount just to not go overboard because these are really pigmented, and now I decided, oh, I want to build it up. Well, I can go in back, and it's buildable. It blends out easily. I'm not even like doing anything methodically with it, and it's just a great product. All of these blushes from e.l.f. I find are so good. So if you want to try these out, I think they're like $8 or $9 now. I love this concealer from Ulta. This is the Complexion Crush concealer. And then for powder, I had this sent to me a while back from LA Girl, and I kind of like didn't use it, and then I've seen a lot of people talking about this. This is the Brightening Loose Setting Powder. I have it in a bunch of shades, but specifically today we're going to try out the pink shade. I love their packaging for this, by the way. Like, look at this. And then it also comes with a powder puff. So we're going to use this for the under eyes to brighten. This honestly has better packaging than some high-end like powders I've tried. In the Complexion Crush Concealer, I have it in the shade Light Warm. I'm not doing like a too heavy of a concealer because that one is a waterproof, pretty full coverage concealer. You don't have to go ham with it. So far, I'm really impressed with this powder. Like I think I used it before and like just didn't really think much of it, but it's very fine, and I like I said, I love the packaging. Yeah, I have it in the translucent shade, so I think I'm going to use the translucent one now to kind of like do what I was doing here with my cheeks, just because like I really want to give this powder like a fair shot. Like LA Girl kind of did that. I'm taking whatever's left on my little powder puff and kind of just setting the rest of my face. I'm a sucker for this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. I have mine in the shade Fair Cool Neutral, and I take this on the under eyes to just kind of extra brighten them and also like disperse any powder that I have. I love a really bright under eye. Every now and then I'm like, oh, that looks really good in photos. I'm gonna go with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Bronzer, like the original one, just to kind of set down that bronzer. This is such a good product. It has such a like nice little luminosity to it. Okay, next up we're gonna go in with some blush, and this is what I'm really excited for. This is the NYX. They came out with two palettes, a lighter one and a darker one. This is the lighter one. This is in the shade Lady in Silver. I will say I hate the packaging on this, okay? Like, look how difficult this is to get off. It's like a little rubber band. And then I appreciate the environmental aspect that this isn't like hard plastic. It's like wood. But also I feel like this it doesn't encompass very well. I wish they would have put like a little magnet here. I'm a little beefed out with the packaging. Also, I'm disappointed in the fact that I thought these were new shades from their Butter blushes, but they're not. This shade is this shade, which is for the Butter, and then this one is in the shade Getting Butter. So I'm kind of disappointed because like now I have a copy of the same blush, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the lighter blush today since it's the one that's like new to me. But like I said, you guys, I told you I really was into like those like berry tone blushes for the fall, and this does that. There's also like, they're very like satiny. You can see that my cheek has like a little bit of a glow. So like, love the blush itself. I'm just a little disappointed in the execution of the packaging, and also I kind of wish that they were original shades and not just like packaging, because like especially if it is just going to be like a packaging collab, cool, but like first of all, say that, also make the packaging better. I know this looks like a lot of blush. I was kind of in the mood for a lot of blush. I'm also going to put some on my nose, just like I'm going to set my face now, and this is new to me. I'm using the NYX The Face Glue Setting Spray. Let me shake this up. And this is when our handy dandy little fan comes in clutch. Okay, I don't have a new I do have a new highlighter also. I'm gonna use this right after. This is the Bridgerton Royal Highlighter in the shade Iridescent Peach. I hate this packaging, by the way. I always feel like, I always see like at the drugstore like crushed up versions of these because the packaging is not that great in my opinion. I don't know why I'm like beefing with NYX and their packaging today, but like this is just kind of hard to like open and close. But first of all, the print, like the imprint is beautiful, but just the product itself is nice. You know what I mean? Like the like triangular imprint is very pretty. I wish it had a smoother spray. I feel like it kind of did come out a little bit like at me, you know? I'm gonna take the back of my sponge. One of the things that bothers me about sprays is when they're too harsh, because then like it doesn't adequately distribute the product. Honestly, I would say just from first impressions, I'm not seeing anything amazing about this. I don't think, it doesn't smell like anything, it's okay. I think that from the drugstore, I would prefer either the Milani Make It Last and like then go in with the L'Oreal 3-second setting mist. This is like makes your makeup waterproof. This is a really great like throughout the day setting spray. I would even repurchase this over the One Size spray, okay? So we're already looking a little bit like shiny in like a good way, like a little dew from the blush, which I really like, but this is like a really intense highlighter, so I haven't even tried this. Oh, this is beautiful. Holy, I love this. I love that it has like a pinky sheen to it. It actually is very reminiscent of, okay, I have this from One Size, and this like shiny highlighter. It's a little bit more pinky, but it also gives this like effect. I really like this. This is definitely going to be a go-to product in my collection for when I want like a really glam little girly look. That's so freaking pretty. I love, what is it called? It's called like Iridescent Peach or whatever. Definitely. And it does have some larger chunks of glitter. If you don't like that, you're not gonna like this. Also, I don't feel comfortable putting this all over my nose. I like barely tapped it on my nose right now, and I know that it's a lot. So it just has like some larger chunks of glitter. I'm actually gonna cut this light so you can maybe get a better, that's a pretty real world example. I bought a replacement of this product. So this one's new. I loved this so much. I literally bought a backup, or I'm replacing this one. This one's almost out. You can see, that's it. That's all I have left of this guy. This is the NYX Pro Fix Stick, and I have the shade Vanilla. This is what I like to carve out my brows with. And I like to do this step before actually applying product to my brows, just because my brow hairs are fairly thick. And so sometimes if I like do my brows first, I notice that my brows look darker than I want them to. So I love this product. It's also like just thick enough, and it just like carves out my brow really nicely, and also preps my eye. Okay, so you can see I've carved out my brows. I don't have any brow product on them yet, but this just kind of gave them some shape. And now I'm going in with my butter bronzer as like a really soft transition shade, and also just to like diffuse that concealer into the rest of the face makeup. I have a new palette. This isn't new to the drugstore, but it is new to me, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it and rave about it, and I had a lot of palettes, and I was like, I'm kind of into the smaller palettes lately. In 2016, there were those like huge palettes. Well, I kind of have been using like a pretty small makeup bag because I'm on the go a lot, and this is kind of perfect for that. This is the Makeup Revolution, the True Icon palette. And these shades are just numbered. This is actually, it seems like a dupe for the Makeup by Mario palettes. First of all, I like that this opens, the packaging I really like. I like that it opens all the way. It doesn't like stop here. And then it comes with 2 cream shades, which I have never used cream shades before. I'm gonna like kind of, oh, also the cream shades. This is kind of interesting. I don't love this. I wish they had like a physical like pop-up. The cream shades have this like little lip. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. I will try to use some of that on the maybe outer edge of the eye, but let's just go in with the like plain eyeshadows right now and kind of test those out first. I'm gonna go in with this like, no, I'm gonna start here actually. Oh, I can already tell these are really good. Wow. I'm just diffusing this all over the eye. That's super pretty. These are very, very buttery. They're incredibly buttery. I don't know why this isn't like the drugstore palette that everyone's talking about, truthfully. It's very, very good. Same brush. They're a little powdery, but that doesn't really bother me. I'm gonna go in with the next shade over and just apply this one a little further out. I'm glad I didn't go in with this one first. You can see it's substantially darker. Just to test it out, I'm gonna take the white matte shade, like the creamy white matte shade, go over the top of my brow bone just for like, just to test it out. Yeah, that's really nice. Very, very, very nice. Wow, this feels like such a high-end eyeshadow palette. Like, I don't know how to describe it to you guys other than that. Like, I like barely feel like I did any blending, and this looks really, really good. I'm gonna go with the cream shadow on the outer edge because I'm very curious to see how that performs. I'm gonna go with a slightly dense fluffy brush with the dark, I probably shouldn't go straight on the eye with this, but my curiosity is, this is so nice. You guys see that? Like, that's my liner. Like, I'm just gonna smudge this out. And I'm using my finger to do the smudging. This is so nice. It's not too creamy so that it's like super hard to work with, but like, it's wow. It's wow. That's all we get. I don't even have any words. This is very, very nice. I think the palette, I will list the price of this, but I think it was under $20. And for this eyeshadow quality, that's like incredibly impressive to me. With this one, I'm not using my finger, I'm just diffusing it. I didn't even think, I bought this and I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna use those cream shadows. Those cream shadows just created such a beautiful diffuse, like, wow. I don't know if I have to like set them, but just in case, I'm gonna go with this brown on the outer edge right here and just diffuse it upwards a little. I'm gonna kind of leave some of this bare just to see how it wears throughout the day. Like towards my lash line, I'm gonna leave it. This might have just become my new favorite eyeshadow palette, like, no, not even lying. I really want to go with this orangey shade, but I have things to do today, so I'm gonna kind of stay on the lighter end here. I'm gonna swatch the orange one for us. Oh god, these are so buttery, so sparkly. Okay, that was my finger. I'm gonna go with the lightest shade and Just, wow. I'm using a fine little brush for this, just tapping it on the lid. I'm gonna go with my finger to, okay, definitely with these, you do get, like with this kind of formula, you do get way more pigment if you use your finger, or maybe if I had sprayed my brush, but that looks beautiful. I feel like I could continue to build this up. I just don't want it to be super intense, if that makes any sense. I want to kind of keep it. I think I might add this just to my inner corner to see how it looks as like an inner corner highlight as well. This is stunning. So beautiful. Like, I really hope you guys can see how fine these glitters are and just how beautiful. They have other palettes, and I literally think I'm gonna go get the other ones. I bought this at Target, by the way. I hadn't actually seen it at Ulta. I just like stepped into a Target one day and I saw this and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. Just, I have seen some people talk about it. It's very neutral eyeshadow look. I kind of kept things pretty light because I, again, have things to do. I'm gonna take a mixture of these two like lighter shades and just run this under the eye. The look is beautiful. I'm obsessed with this palette. They have other shades with more colors. I just really wanted to pick up the neutral one first. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm gonna curl my lashes and put on some mascara. I have a new mascara from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Incredicurl mascara, and honestly, I really like it. I also really love the brush. You can see that the brush on this has a curved edge, and I really like that. I like mascara brushes that have that. I'm also gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Retractable Eyeliner. This is the black one. This is like my probably 8th replacement of this. I continue to buy it because it's one of the best at the drugstore and it's very affordable. And I saw on Ulta this past week that it was on sale for like $2.50. I love this one, the black specifically, because it does not transfer to the bottom, so I can have a really dark like lash line with this without it transferring to the bottom of my eyes that I kind of want to keep light. Speaking of keeping them light, I have this e.l.f. Smoky Kohl liner in like a cream color. I'm gonna put this on the lower lash line to keep the bottom of the eye nice and bright. I'm honestly so wildly impressed with the assortment of products I got today. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Bite Size Brow little palette for my brows. This is my favorite little drugstore powder. And then I've been talking about this a lot, but if you're in the market for a new brow glue that's like tinted or like a brow gel that holds really well, the Maybelline Super Lock is very, very good. And I have the shade medium brown. So I'm gonna use this on my brows. I'll be right back. Okay, girly pops, I am beyond excited. I think that this is like one of the most like beautiful makeup looks I've done in a long time. I also actually feel like even though this is a little bit darker here, I think it looks really bridal, and I would totally do this for like wedding makeup. It's gorgeous. I love it. I think maybe I would do like the inner corner of the eyes a little brighter. But now that I've like actually done the look, I'm like, wow, that looks gorgeous. I'm drinking a dirty chai, by the way. I made it myself. And I used the Nespresso Gold Espresso. Oh my God. We don't gatekeep around here, guys. That's really good. Okay, really good stuff. These I'm gonna use today. They are the Day to Day Lash, My Lash But Better. Like, yeah, these are just like a slightly smaller version of the Kiss Pompadour lash. And I still like that they taper out on the edge. Like, they're really good. Also, my favorite lash glue is from NYX, or from Kiss as well. It's their black waterproof lash glue. This is my favorite lash glue to use like on clients for their wedding day. It's one of those things I'm like, this will not budge. It's waterproof, it's black, so it like hides in your lash line. You're not, like, I've literally worn this lash glue to go tubing down a river and left that river with my eyelashes, okay? Like, it is that good. That's my like claim to fame for this thing. It's so good. Okay, letting those dry while we do a lippy. I have a very exciting purchase that I got for lippies. This is the ColourPop Truth or Bare like lip collection. I got this on TikTok shop actually, and I love like a nude moment, but I think that's what everyone does with this, is kind of go nude, which I mean it is. These are all really nudes, but I think what I mean is like I normally like would go lighter. Like the lightest shade here is BFF. I might do this one today. BFF 2 is like one of my favorites. I haven't used it in years. Oh, that's such a good lip combo. Like, I'm excited. These are also very long wearing lip liners from what I remember. And God, this is buttery. Like, it's gliding on so well. So I have the NYX Fat Oil Slick Click in the shade Story or Post. Really nice. I have tried one of these from e.l.f. before. I like the NYX one more. Really buttery, not sticky, almost feels like a more hydrating like lip balm. Really beautiful color. Okay, I actually got this for free because I ordered so much NYX stuff with all the like the palette and the stuff and like the Bridgerton stuff that I got from them. And then I also, this is from the Bridgerton collection as well. I haven't used a butter gloss from NYX in a long time, but this is the NYX Bridgerton Royal Butter Gloss, and this one is in the shade Praline? Sorry, Praline. It's in the shade Praline. One thing about these is I just wish they were more glossy, in the sense that like I wish I had a bigger doe foot. I wish I didn't have to like do this to like acquire enough product on the applicator. I like a lot of product of gloss on my lips, okay? And that's the one thing I don't like about the NYX ones, but that's a stunning lip combo. Super shiny product, very pretty. I also don't think that this shade is like new to them. I think they have the shade Praline. I want to say that so differently. I think they have the shade Praline as a shade already in their stuff. Then I'm going to lock everything in with the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. That is going to assure that literally nothing moves. I always tell clients, this is going to be really cold on your face. It's going to make you want to breathe in. Do not breathe in. Hold it. Because when I first did it, I was like, oh, it was like a very jarring experience. This one dries down like literally instantly. Guys, this is the finished look. Honestly, one of my favorite looks that I have done in a long time. I feel like the makeup came out impeccable. Everything. The lip liners. The eyeshadow palette is the star of this. As much as I was like, super excited for the Bridgerton stuff, and I am, it's gorgeous. This is the standout product because I have not used a palette, not even from the drugstore. I haven't used a palette in such a long time that I was genuinely like blown away by. And I mean, this is it. Like, this is the palette. Also, I really like this butter gloss. I just don't like the fact that I have to scoop out a lot of it, but it's beautiful. Really like this. I hate the packaging. I actually even curled my hair today. Like, who is she? I haven't curled my hair in a long time. I'm feeling like that girl. So let me go conquer the world, and I will be back in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your standout product from this video was. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and the little notification bell to be notified every single time I upload. Bye guys. Love you.